Okay children, hello everyone, I hope you all are very fine and you might be enjoying the classes also, isn't it? So before starting the lesson, I shall ask you one question. See, if you can see on the screen over here, see, if suppose we will play one game, suppose if I am going to call one child from our class and I will tell that child to wait near the door of the classroom. And I will close his eyes, okay, I will close his eyes and that boy or girl, she won't be able to see now, and I am going to tell her to go back to her seat. What I have told, that she has to go back to her seat without seeing. Then what will you do? Okay, what will you do? Are you going to misguide her or are you going to show her the direction to go back? See, out of these two, we can say here, see, stay silent means you are going to keep quiet, as if you are going to say her about, let it be however she wants to go, let her go. Or are you going to help her to show the directions to find her way back to the seat? Out of these two things, what you are going to do? Yes, the right thing is what? You are going to show your classmate the direction to go back to her seat. Now here we are going to see one story about a girl, her name is Chuskit. Now this Chuskit, she is a disabled girl. Disabled means what? Means physically she is not able to, something disability is there, means sometimes maybe she is not able to run, or she is not able to walk, or maybe she is not able to see some disability through her body. So here this story is about one small girl, Chuskit, and through this lesson what we are going to learn? Okay, that we are going to learn some new words, some new local words which are spoken in the area, in the place of Ladakh, you can say. So here new vocal words are there, that also words you are going to learn. So here I want to start with the story, so please pay attention and listen it very carefully. Now if you see, here you can see in the picture one girl, her name is Chuskit. See how she is waiting, isn't it? Can you tell me, can you guess why she is waiting like that? Yes, she might be thinking, she might be waiting there and she might be thinking, she is seeing to the school over here. She is thinking, see that how can I go to the school? Why? Because she is disabled, she is not able to walk, and so she is standing over here and she is just watching that how can I make my own way to go to school. So children, we will start with this lesson. See, very wonderful story it is. Now if you see, children, this story Chuskit Goes to School is written by Sujata Padmanabhan, and she is a trained special educator who works with the children with different disabilities. This lady, you can say this woman Sujata, she is a trained special educator, means she educates and she gives the training to such of the children that who are disabled children, and she takes care of them. Then she has been associated with the work of the Namgyal Institute for People with Disabilities, and she is working in Ladakh from 2001, and also she is the member of the Kalpavruksha Environment Action Group. She is working for the environmental things also, and she is involved in environment education programs in Ladakh and Pune. So this lady Sujata, she has written this story and she is telling through this story that how we have to help the disabled people. Now let's begin with the story. See, this Chuskit woke up early. Now here if you see this girl, her name is Chuskit, and what she did? She woke up early. She looked out of the, see here one girl Chuskit, she woke up early in the morning. She looked out of the window. Now she is standing over here and she is looking out of the window, and see, in her village of Skitpo in Yal in Ladakh, this is the name of one village. that is Kitpo Yell, and it is in Ladakh. The apricot trees were in full bloom. Bloom means what? Now they are going to turn into the flowers, and she is seeing those apricot flowers. See over here in the window, she can see from the window, she can see these apricot flowers, they are blooming. Two magpies, if you see here, two magpies. Now magpies, these are the birds. Okay, these are the white birds with a long tail. These two magpies had begun their day early too. See children, when as soon as you get up in the morning, you could hear the chirping of the birds, and you could see even the flowers blooming. So in the morning the same scenery was over here, and she could see two magpies here. They had begun their day early too, and were busy, see they were busy looking for insects to eat. These two magpies, they were searching for the insects, they were searching for the insects to eat. Okay. Chusket could hear MLA in the kitchen making tea. She could hear MLA. Now this word MLA is used for the for mother, and that word is in Ladakh. Means in the Ladakhi language, MLA means what? Mother. She could hear that her mother, she is cooking in the kitchen and she is preparing tea. You know children, in the early morning, your mother, she will be working in the kitchen and she prepares tea, breakfast for you when you go to when you are ready to go to school. Here also Chusket, she is seeing from the window to the magpies, those birds, she is seeing the flowers blooming, and she could hear that her mother, she is working in the kitchen and she is making tea for her. Today is going to be 9-year-old Chusket's first day at school. See, now she is 9 years old and now she is going to go to school. She has waited a long time for this. Why it is said like this? She has waited a long time for this. Why? Now we are going to see through this story only that she was waiting for a long time. And see, now today it was her first day of school. To get to Chusket school, you have to walk to the main road, and before the prayer, to get to Chusket school, you have to walk to the main road. Her school, it has many ways to go. It's not means like plain or what. It's not very proper. She has to go to many ways, and then she is going to reach her school. To get to Chusket school, you have to walk to the main road, and before the prayer wheel, take the left path that runs along a narrow stream. See, so many things. First, she has to go to the main road, and then again the main stream will be there, and then when you reach the poplar trees, they are big, they are very tall and very slender, means very thin trees are there. Those trees are known as poplar trees, and you cross the stream by jumping over the big rocks. See, first she has to come to the main road, and then she has to pass through the narrow stream over there, and after that she would reach to the poplar trees, and then again in the stream also there are big rocks, that also she has to jump over the rocks. On the other side, a short walk up a slope takes to you school, and then one short slope is there, and from there she reaches to the school. All the children in Chusket's village walk to school every day. See what they have told, all the children in Chusket's village. Nobody is going by any other vehicle, not by bus, nor by bicycles, nor by any bike. They have to walk through all these paths, and then they reaches their school every day. But so far Chusket has not been able to go with them. See, Chusket was disabled because she was not able to walk, and because of this thing only she was not able to go with these children. Why? Because she has to undergo through all these ways. She has to go to the main road, and then she has to go through this narrow stream, and then after that when she reaches near the poplar trees, she could see the big rocks are there, and from there she has to jump over there, and then again she has to walk for the short slope is there from there, and then she reaches the school. But Chuskit, as she is not able to walk, how can she go with these children, isn't it? So she was not able to go with these children. Chuskit cannot walk. What is her disability? She was not able to walk properly. That was her disability. Then Abele. Abele is a Ladakhi word for father. Amele word is for mother and Abele word is for father. Abele had first taken her to the village Amchi. Now one more village is there, that village name is Amchi, and her father Abele, he has taken her to one of the doctor to show him, that is in Leh. This is also one place where one of the doctor was there, and this Abele, what he did, he took this Chuskit to show to the doctor so that he can give some treatment to her and she would be able to walk again. But no amount of medicine had helped her. So many times she went to the doctor, so many medicines he gave, but it was of no use, and she was not able to walk at all. Whenever Chuskit had felt sad that she could not do many things as easily as her brother Stopden, and Chuskit, she used to feel very bad. She used, many times she used to go to the doctor, she used to show to the doctor used to give many medicines to her, but it did not help out, and then she used to come very unhappily back to her house. She used to feel very sad, and after seeing her younger brother, her brother's name is Stopden, when she used to see him, she used to feel very sad, and she was thinking, see, so many things he can do, but I am not able to do a single thing over here, and she used to feel very bad. Abele would say that does not matter, but her father, what he used to do, he used to encourage her. He used to say, don't worry my dear, you will be alright, and that doesn't matter that you are not able to walk. You can stitch and draw better than anyone. But this Chuskit, she was very clever in drawing. She used to draw wonderful pictures, and even she was good in stitching the clothes. So Abele, what used to say, don't worry my dear, though you are not able to go to school, but you can sit at home and you can stitch the clothes and you can draw the paintings also, and that will be useful for you. At first, Chuskit would sit at the kitchen window every day, and whenever she used to get up in the morning, she used to take her breakfast, get ready, and after that she used to sit near the window in the kitchen, and she used to watch what her mother was doing, or she used to do she might be sitting and talking with her mother. Then one day Abele brought home a wheelchair. One day what happened? This Abele, if you can see here, he brought one wheelchair for that Chuskit, so that she can sit on this and she can at least move there, isn't it? Because she was not able to walk. Chuskit was excited about pushing herself around in it. Now Chuskit, she was bit happy, and what she used to do, she used to sit on the wheelchair and move herself only around the room. She used to move there only. Means she was not, what we can say, she was not in need of some of the other people, because she can move around herself in the room. Now I will be able to go wherever I want. Every time her father or mother has to carry her, but now she can move from one place to the other with the help of the wheelchair. She said even Stopden thought the chair looked like a lot of fun, and her brother Stopden used to have fun with her when she used to sit on the wheelchair. Even he used to push the wheelchair, and this brother and sister, they used to enjoy. Okay. Then if you see next, slowly Chuskit learned to use her wheelchair. Now Chuskit was habitual to that wheelchair. She used to carry that wheelchair and she used to roam here and there. She would sit outside, and she used to sit outside her home every evening. She used to come out her house in the evening and she used to sit over there, and watched the children returning from school and the people getting off the evening bus from Leh. What she used to see? She used to see all the children, they are returning back to their home after when the school gets over, and she used to see the other parents also, how they come and pick up their children, and just every evening she used to watch all these children. What happens? See, one evening when Chusket was sitting outside with her grandfather. One evening what happened? She was sitting with her grandfather outside the house. A young boy came up to them. One young boy, he came over there, and what he said? Jule. Jule means hello. Okay, in the Ladakhi language, Jule means hello. My name is Abdul, and that boy's name was Abdul. The bus driver asked me to give this to you, and he came and he gave some chit in this one's Chuskit's hand. And what he said? One of the bus driver had given me this chit, and one piece of paper, something was written inside. Okay, and he gave to that Chuskit. He said, handing over a letter to Memele. Memele means a Ladakhi word for grandfather. So he gave that piece of paper in grandfather's hand, and he told, one of the bus driver had given me this piece of paper, this letter to you. And he said, I am in class 6, and this boy, he was studying in the same school for the class 6. He was in 6th standard. Why don't you come to school? Abdul asked Chuskit. Now, Abdul was not knowing anything at all about this Chuskit, and he just asked her, why don't you come to school? You are staying near the school only. So, why are you not coming to school? My wheelchair cannot go over the, what she said? My wheelchair, it cannot go over the uneven path. She said, my wheelchair can't go over the uneven path, because till main road I can come, but after that stream is there, then slope is there, rocks are there, how could I climb these things? And so I am not able to come to school because my wheelchair cannot take me through all these paths, nor can I cross the stream. I cannot cross this, even the stream also. It would be very difficult for my parents, and now see, she is grown up. How her parents could carry her, isn't it? She may be healthy, and it will be difficult for the parents to carry her from the main road to the slope or to the hill. So she said, it would be very difficult for my parents to carry me to school and back every day. Every day my parents are not able to carry me and bring me back again. That's why I have never been to school, replied Chuskit. Chuskit said, that's why I am not coming to school. It's not possible for my parents daily to drop me and pick me up from the school. But would you like to come? Asked Abdul. Now Abdul, he might be feeling something sympathy for her, or he may be feeling bad for her, because Chuskit, from her, what we can say, from her, whatever she was talking, from that Abdul might have recognized that Chuskit likes to go to school, and so Abdul is asking her, would you like to come to school? Of course. See, as soon as he asked her, what was her reply? Of course. She didn't say I am not able to come and all that. She kept all her things aside, and immediately she answered that, of course I want to come to school. Means she is eager to come to school. She is willing to come to school. My younger brother talks of school all the time. What she is telling Abdul, my younger brother is there, his name is Topden, and every time he talks about the school, and I would just listen about it, and I would imagine that even I should be in the school. What she says, I want to study. Even she likes to study. She likes to make friends. She likes to wear uniform, and even she likes to write the exam. See children, see we all children, we all are having everything. You all have good parents, you have good friends, you all are getting many good things from your parents. All books are there, whatever you want, your parents, they give you, isn't it? They afford you to pay everything whatever you want, but the only thing they expect from you is what? They want that you should study properly. And this girl, she is having everything at her home, but she is not able to study, she is not able to go to school. But now she is longing for that. She says, I want to study, I want to make friends, I want to wear uniform, I want to write the exams. Do you know, my dream is to carry a school bag. Poor little girl. See, she wants to do all these things, but it is like a dream only for her, because she is disabled and she is not able to walk. So she is saying, it's like a dream to me, but it's my dream. At least I want to carry a school bag. Even if I don't want to, I can't go to school, but at least I can carry the school bag. It's my dream, she says. Enough, said Memele. Now, and that girl, she might have started crying also. She might have felt bad. Then Memele, this grandfather, he said, enough my dear, don't cry. You know you cannot go to school. He said, see, dear, you are not able to go to school, so you don't just say all these things. Chuskit, stop dreaming. He says, stop dreaming. He said as he walked away, and he said, you just stop dreaming. Simply you don't say all these things because you are not able to go to school. And he walked away from there. It makes my parents very happy to see my brother do well in school, and her parents are very happy. They were very happy that her brother Stopden is doing well in his studies, and they are very happy. So even she might be feeling, no, that even if I will study properly, if I will get prizes, or if I will get appreciation from my teachers, principal, my parents also, they will be proud of me. They will feel very happy about me. But it's like a dream to her, and she is very, very sad. So just she used to listen to her parents whenever they used to praise her brother. I too want to learn, she said. Even I want. Now she is telling to her grandfather, I too want to learn. She's saying, see, my brother, he studies so well. He goes to school daily, and even I want to learn. Do you understand? Asked Chuskit tearfully. Because she said, she is crying now, and she is telling to her grandfather, grandfather, even I want to learn like him, and you should understand that I want to learn like him. Even I want to go to school, but I know it's impossible. But some or the other day, God is going to help me for this. And then one day, see what had happened. One day what happened? If you see, then this Abdul, what he did, he told Chuskit, you don't worry. Yes, I do, Chuskit. I must go now, but I will see you soon. Now, Abdul, he heard everything what she said to her grandfather. And Abdul, what he did? He said, okay, I will see you soon. And he says, again he says hello, and he leaves from there. The next day at school, Abdul went to see the headmaster. Now, Abdul, as soon as he went to school the next day, he went to headmaster to meet. July sir, he said, hello sir, I want to talk to you about a girl from our village. And he very daringly, he went to the headmaster and he told, sir, I want to talk to you about one girl, and she is from our village, and her name is Chuskit. Yes, I know her. She is disabled, isn't she? Asked the headmaster. Now, even the headmaster is also knowing about her, and he says, I know her, and she is not able to walk. He is asking to Abdul that, isn't she? Yes sir, she uses a wheelchair to move around. He says, yes sir, she is not able to walk, but she uses her wheelchair and she moves around with the help of this wheelchair, but cannot reach school as the path from her home is too uneven. He says she is having a wheelchair, she can move around with the help of the wheelchair, but she could not come to school because the path from her home to the school is uneven. So, I was wondering if we could help her. Now, in Abdul's mind something is going on, and he says, sir, we can help this girl. How? Since she wants to learn, because she wants to learn, she is eager to learn, and she is very good girl. So, I think we should help her. We could all get together and level the path. See, very nice, means he is doing a very good deed. He says we can level the path so that she could come to the school at least on her wheelchair. We could also build a small bridge across the stream. See, through the stream is now there, water will be there, so she can cross the bridge and she can come to the school. He says we will level the path and we will build a small bridge across the stream so that she can come from there. You are right, Abdul. Let me discuss this with the other teachers. What he says, right, Abdul, you are really, you want to help that girl, and I will discuss all these things with the other teachers. The next day, the headmaster immediately called a meeting of all the teachers, and he shared what Abdul want to tell. Means whatever Abdul's ideas are there, he shared all these things with the teachers. The group was excited about helping Chuskit reach school. Now everyone was ready to help this Chuskit. Why? Because they know they were knowing that Chuskit, she likes to come to school, and they all were ready to help her. Then after 2 weeks later, the children of the government school gathered in the playground. Yes, all children, they came and they gathered in the playground over there. They had come without their school bags. They did not bring their school bags. So why? They were going to be no classes now. Two days there won't be the classes won't be conducted over there. So they kept all their bags at home and they came to school. They came on the playground. The teachers divided the children into groups. Now teacher, what she did? She divided them into the groups. One group worked in front of Chuskit's house. One group, they went and started the work of making the path even, means flat, so that she could come from there, and another on the path along the stream. And some children, one group, they went along the stream and they started building the bridge over there. The other children and some children and the other teachers, they worked on a building a strong wooden bridge across the stream, and some children, they started building the bridge over across the stream. Everyone laughed and sang as they worked, and everyone, they were eagerly working for that Chuskit. They were singing, they were enjoying their work, and they started working for her. They means they were very eager to help her now, and they started for working for her, and then they started their work. Okay, so what had happened then next? Chuskit's parents gave hot tea after all the work. What Chuskit's parents they did? They gave all the children hot tea and biscuits to everyone. So after the work in the evening, Chuskit's parents, Abele and MLA, what they did? They gave hot tea and biscuits to everyone, because whole day these children, they were working for her. Her grandfather watched the school children working, and grandfather, he was just watching what these children are doing. He wiped away a tear that rolled down his cheek. He felt very happy for those children, and means he was crying. See, these children also, they can understand that how they should help this girl. And at the end of the day, the tired but happy children, these all children, they were very tired, but they were very happy. Why? Because they had that satisfaction that we had helped one girl who is really in need of coming to school. They were very tired, but they were happy, and the children, they returned to their homes very happily. They were tired, but they went happily to their homes because they have helped this Chuskit in some or the other way. The next morning, the path from Chuskit's home to school was ready. Now the path was ready. It was even, so that she could come out to the main road and she could cross the stream, because the bridge was built over there, and now she can move with the help of a wheelchair and she can reach the school. The next morning, Chuskit would go to school for the first time in her life. See, children, after so many difficulties, these children, they have helped her, and after next morning only, she was eagerly waiting to go to school. Now it was her first time to go to school. So children, I hope you have understood this story. So from this story, what we are going to learn, that if you see any other children, or if you see any other person who is disabled, who is not able to walk, who is not able to see, or if they are having any other difficulties, you are supposed to help them, and you will be getting that satisfaction of helping them. So my children, I think you might have liked this story. So the one thing you are going to learn from this story, that you should help each other every time whenever you are in the school. Okay, and that will give you the blessings, that will give you the satisfaction of helping the other people. I hope you might have understood this story, and I want that you should read this story once again properly. And children, we would be conducting some activities. So, before that I will tell you, one day before I will tell you what all things you are going to keep in front of you, and we will be doing a demo of that activity. Okay. So, again I am telling you to read this story. Thank you children.